I get a big amen and Arrooo? I'll do my pig noises. Y'all, I will go down a list of 25 animals. I am so dad-gummed happy. It's Friday. So tell me y'all can hear me after I went through all that craziness. Can y'all hear me this morning? This afternoon? Whatever the heck time it is, wherever you are. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Huh? Oh, hey, Produce Aisle. Yes, you can. Hey, Jody. Hey, y'all. Okay, so hold on. I'm having drama here. There she is. Metaphysical. So so we're back on this Friday with my good friend Tracee Dunblazier. And hey, Jim. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. So Tracee, can you talk? I need to make sure we can hear you. Can you yap some?
Hi, how are you? It is a fantastic Friday, and I'm so glad to be here.
Yay, we can hear you. Okay. So you have to sing a couple of licks of a Friday song. I already sang Friday, Friday. Thank God it's Friday, Friday.
I can't even I can't even think of any tune in my mind right now. You know, it's
Really?
hilarious.
What?
Is every time it's actually starting early this year, but I was literally humming Silent Night yesterday.
What?
I know. Come on.
My middle sister is obsessed with Christmas and Hallmark. So once a week we watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. Once a week. Yes. And I can't wait to be able to drink again. But
well, it's interesting. I actually stopped drinking and now I can't watch Hallmark anymore.
No.
I've tried a couple of times and I just
I'll send you something. So, all right. So if we haven't met yet, my name is Bernadette King, and I everything I do is for the animals. You'll get used to the crazy antics on my channel, and because, like I said, everything I do is to help animals out in some way, including humans. The heck is that? And I welcome everybody who I recognize. Welcome everyone who I don't recognize. And before I get started, also again reintroducing Tracee and all the crazy cool stuff we're going to do today, because we are going to rip these readings along like 90-0, y'all. And so I want to give a big shout out to Teapot. Hello, Teapot. So happy you could be here. And you're such a gift to everybody. So everybody, please give her a round of applause. Please send her lots and lots of love. She does an amazing job moderating. She's just an amazing person, an amazing mom, an amazing friend. And I know this weekend is Mother's Day, and that is super polarizing for people. So we may or may not do like an earlier broadcast on Sunday. I'm not for sure. But how today's format is going to go is this, which is, hey, Cindy Sega Harrington, darling. So she's my sister from another mother, and we look just alike. She's like that tall, and she weighs about that much, and she's blonde-headed, blue-eyed, and the similarities are astounding. And so Tracee and I are going to do tandem readings today. Tracee is, well, I'm a fangirl. What can I tell you? She's got, I don't know, like 45 awards through her book publishing company and her books and her decks, and she's the president of Cover, which if you are wanting to be in the metaphysical genre, meaning like you want to work in the metaphysical business, that kind of thing, please. Let me type in the Cover. Let me type in the Cover, COVR, Coalition of Visionary Retailers, so that you can get that link and you can go join the resources that she has made available to Cover members. Just because you're a Cover member, who does this? She's the most amazing president ever. And so check it out. And so there's that. And she is all things crystals. Like what she knows, she's forgotten more about crystals than most of us will ever know. And I do.
This is my special friend today.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I have to hear about that. So, spell, Tanya, is that you hiding behind the spell logo? If it is, say hi to Tanya Poss. She is my social media maven, and she's her own social media maven. Her page, I have a spell for that. I don't know. It's got, I don't know, a couple 100,000 followers and this and that and whatever. Anyway, but I think that's Tanya that's on here. If you're from the spell page, can you please just hey Zenjo, oh hey Angie, hey Tanya and Angie. So can you just let me know you're from the spell page? So all that being said, how the readings are going to work today is, obviously I do this for free. So if I'm drawn to you, it's a free reading. If Tracee's drawn to you, it's a free reading. And then obviously, if you make a donation, it's important that 50% of the gross of what gets I make on this channel goes to benefit the animal charities that I support. And I have a big announcement to that end. I've steered over the years a lot of people. Well, I say a lot. I don't have a number to support Animals Asia because they were the only ones that I could find that specifically worked with the Asian governments to end bile bear farming. And they just did a huge reorg, and now it's not the direct connection that it was. And I'm not down with that. I'm sure they're a lovely organization. They do lovely things, but they've changed their business model, and it's not in alignment with my pocketbook and getting directly the most to the bears. So I'm searching for something else right now, and I just may have to load up my pick-em-up truck and my sisters, and we may have to make a trip over to Asia and show those old folks over there how that stuff's done. But and don't think we wouldn't. We all have pickup trucks, so, and shovels. So all that being said, when I'm always very transparent about who I donate to and why I'm donating to and all that kind of thing, because it's your money too. So, and your intention and your love and all that kind of thing. So that's the story. If you donate, certainly you'll get something pulled for you. And oh, Andrea, I'm sorry you have to go, but I'm hoping you're leaving for fudge. Oh, you're just saying, oh, fudge. I was like, oh, fudge. She's going. I would leave for fudge, just so y'all know. So, all right. So thank you so much, Tracee, for being here. It was a lot of fun the last time we did it. Ooh,
Yes,
a polychrome. Ooh, girl. And Kimberly Lennon Freary finally told me how to pronounce her name. I used to say Ferrari, Fieri, Guy Fieri, all that. It's Freary. So in case you were wondering, Kimberly Lennon Freary. And she's a girl after my own heart. She's a polychrome girl. And hey, Pearl, from all the way across the pond. And so the topic can be anything today. Are you okay with that? Fudge. Jim Sheritz is like fudge and Christmas songs. He's in. Tracee, are you okay with that? That the subject can be anything? Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm usually. Now here's no religion questions, no religion discussions, no political discussions, no political questions. We don't do that on my channel. And if you guys could avoid mentioning the God word, that way the bots don't pick us up and spam us with, Jesus saves, and I'm sure he does. I'm not denigrating that. I just ain't got time for that today. And also, if you see somebody that's like, I'm so drawn to you, inbox me for your reading now. That ain't none of my people. I'm not going to do anything near. I will do cheesy things, never anything that cheesy or hokey. So that's, if you want to go do that, do it. You're going to get jacked every single time. So there you go. And all right, so let's get started. Teapot, I saw two. I'm going to open up Facebook. I saw. Oh my gosh! All right, sorry. Stop the internet. Stop the presses, y'all. Tracee and I have been Tracee's got. Well, she'll tell you. She's got all kinds of stuff nominated in the Cover Awards, which is like the most prestigious metaphysical mind, body, spirit awards anywhere in the world. And my new book. What?
You wanna they're the Visionary Awards, the Cover Visionary Awards.
Yes. So yep, my new book, Wisdom of the Wild Ones, the Encyclopedia of Animal Allies, a 726-page full color book, 300 animals, all kinds of stuff about how to do divination with animals, how to communicate, how to create your own sigil. Y'all, there's a lot of stuff in here. 726 pages. It's 9.5 by 11. The dang thing weighs 6 pounds. No joke. It's been nominated in 4 categories. And please, please, please go vote. I'm going to put the voting link about 150 times today in the chat so that you guys can get it. We really need your votes. Tracee, you are tell them all you got, girl, and everything. I'm going to put the link in.
The first stop on the train for me on the ballot is for my podcast Chatcast, which I will be doing a short version of that after this on my Facebook Live. And it's Chatcast is a place where we talk about difficult topics, how to set boundaries, how to deal with sexual harassment, how to deal with depression and anxiety, and we talk about things in a real way to help you find real world solutions. So Chatcast, I'm up for best podcast for that, and then my book, Your Crystal Allies. 12 gems and minerals, the 12 best gems and minerals for healing trauma and navigating change, is up for 4 different awards. But most importantly, spiritual healing, the best spiritual healing book. So get your vote in for that for me. And then also the best book series. I don't know, you guys might be already familiar with this. This is the Demon Slayer's Handbook series that comes with Master Your Inner World, Conquer Your Karmic Relationships, and Heal Your Soul History. And this is up for best book series. And this is a book set that you can get on special today here just for you. On sale, you get a great discount. It's the only place you're going to get all 3 books in this fabulous hard book case. For a special price. So go to my site, TraceeDunblazier.com for that. But anyway, vote for me for this.
I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put the link in there again, the voting link. It literally takes 7 minutes to vote, you guys. So anywhere you see my name, Bernadette Carter King, and you see this cover of my book, please vote. It's 4 categories: pets and animals, pagan shaman, best cover design, and contemporary spirituality. And then Tracee's got all of her stuff in. Oh my God, look at that cup. I love that cup. In a million different categories. It's not really a million, but she's got a lot of stuff. She's been doing this a long time. Anyway, we would really, really, really appreciate it. We would love to be able to do more in our own categories, and the notoriety it brings when you win, especially in the cover awards, is a big hat nod or hat tip to you and your products and that kind of thing. And that would be super awesome. Okay. So I know baby. I don't know why I'm channeling Cher and Elvis today. It's very strange, but I know. Okay. So Teapot. And again, I can never say thank you enough to her because she's so good to me. I always forget to Facebook her or text her or whatever and say, hey, doing a live tomorrow or whatever, and she just magically shows up. She's magic, truly magic, truly magic. I love her. All right, hold on. I got to get my Facebook open. So what is going on with, there we go. Okay, here we are. Okay, that's right. Produce aisle, you were first. Okay, there we go. So produce aisle. You didn't ask a specific question. So I assume it's okay if we send, hey, Carolyn. Oh my God. Carolyn, I still owe you a dang card. Wait, what? It's Teapot's birthday today? Who said that? Teapot, is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, Teapot! Uh-oh, the birthday fairy. I hear her. I can hear the bells
ringing.
Yes, girl. Uh-oh, today's your birthday. Okay, well. Oh, happy birthday, Teapot. I'm terrible with birthdays. Really, I am. So, okay. Okay, I know how to handle that as soon as we get off of him. So, alrighty. Happy birthday, Teapot. All right, so let's go. I'll take anything. I needed to hear for all's highest and good. Careful, careful what you wish for, Protostyle. When you wish for that's your highest and good, you may be wishing to go through a tower moment, because you may get on the other side of that. You're wrecked and you're bloody and you're laying there on the pavement going, ah, and eventually that may have been for your highest and best good. Do you really want to go through all that? So we get it, and maybe how do you handle that, Tracee? Do you?
Well, look, I mean, just whether or not you say for your highest. Here's the thing: there was a psychic that I used to work with when I first started working as a psychic, and she would always reference everything highest and best, and I was always a little, perplexed by that, because the truth is we're always going to get our highest and best whether or not we ask for it. Yep. If when you say your highest and best, it's really because you're fearful of going through the hard stuff. That's why we need to say that. We need to preemptively, but spirit knows what you need, your highest self knows what you need, and trust the process and look for ways to find, it's interesting because this fell out. This is why I was doing the floating head a minute ago. This is a time link crystal, quartz crystal. And in my deck, Your Crystal Allies 44 Sacred Altar Cards and an Oracle set, this represents non-judgment. So learning to accept that regardless of what you say and think, that you are always going after your highest and best, that is a given in your world. And then secondly, trust the process. Things, like Bernadette said, may look a little shaky. They may be a little uncomfortable. They may be incredibly uncomfortable, and you might go through deep jags of grief. But all of that is for you to shift how you look at the world. That is the point. Sometimes we have to be broken down so that we can widen our lens to such a degree that we can become the person that we were born to be. So I have a question for you guys out there, and for Mama Bear. My camera, is there a way to change my camera so that it doesn't make the words backwards?
Yes. In your setting, do you have settings when you enter Restream? Do you see the settings at all?
No, but
weird.
I'll do it for next time. But you'll tell me how to do that afterwards, because I have that problem all the time and I don't know how to fix it. But yes, I know, and thank you. And
somewhere in your settings, in however your video setup is, you'll have mirror camera turned on, and it flips everything. So it'll be somewhere in your settings, but with
mirror camera. Did that work? That worked. Can you read on?
Yes, we can.
Well, that was simple.
Yes.
Let's see. Can you read this?
Yay!
Thank you.
I saw you.
A lifelong question. Thank you.
Yes, now you know. Okay, Zenjo, I saw what you just wrote. You're very kind. That is very sweet. Okay, so Protostyle, what's really interesting is Snow Leopard wanted to come out with working in tandem with Tracee's time crystal. I'm going to call it a time crystal. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Time link.
Yeah, time crystal. And this is the Hermit. So for those of you that are, there are people in the world that don't know you, Bernadette. Lots and lots and lots of them. In fact, most of them. So if you've seen this at your local metaphysical store, online or whatever, I'm the creator and publisher of the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck. It's award-winning, truly history-making, believe it or not. And so it is based on the Rider-Waite Tarot system. So like this card is a Hermit. It's all the traditional meanings, and it also, the Snow Leopard is the animal that wanted to be Georgie wanted to be the Hermit card, and with really good reason. So when we take a look at the Hermit card, yeah, everybody knows that's about going within. But in the traditional card, there's Gandalf standing there with his little light. And I always, I do intuitive tarot. Yes, I know all the meanings and, everything like that. And that's great and everything. But I like to be led very intuitively for each client. And my gosh, Protocile, all I can see is I really can see you standing there with that light. But it's almost like the amalgamation of the Hermit card and the Strength card. So I see you in the same position as the Maiden in the Strength card, but with a snow leopard instead of a lion. And then also holding that little light. And there's the, the cave and the darkness, not darkness in a negative way. And I keep being drawn to the dots. And always, those of you that have followed me for a while know that when Ladybug comes out for the wild pack, all you wild ones, I'm like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody, it's time to connect the dots. And I've never gotten that for Snow Leopard until now. And I keep hearing that there's, even if you've got a little pocket light, you've got to shine to see what you're doing. It's time for you to start connecting the dots. And I do feel like, I just do feel like that, man, that the time thing, I just keep hearing that in my head, Tracee, from what you said. And so I'm wondering if like now is the time, like just get it together, sit down over the weekend, make yourself some quiet time. You'll never have a coffee mug nearly as cool as Tracee's, the one that she just held up, but you could try and put yourself something in there that's delish and just sit in quiet and start planning God, I love that cup. Just plan on something, I don't know, put it all together. So I hope that's helpful. Hey, Keith, how are you, honey? Send me a cake from your store. Y'all are very sweet driven today. So I hope that's helpful. And then we're going to move to the next person. And that is going to be Kimberly Lennon Freary. Freary, Broberry. So, let's see. Do you have a specific question, Kim, by any chance? And thank you for your generosity. As Teapot always says, thank you. Hey, Jasmine. Life change, time for me. Okay. All right. So I guess just around the subject of life change, Tracee, you want to pull a card for Kimberly, and then I'll pull a card for her also. Hey, Ryan.
Tiger's Eye. Let me just say, a couple of people have asked if they can vote more than one time in the Cover Visionary Awards, and they cannot. Just one time. That's all we need from you. We are ever grateful for it. And just make sure that you and all your friends do it.
Yes,
so this is for Kimberly. Innovation is your key word. This is Tiger's Eye. And Tiger's Eye is a multi-dimensional stone, but it's anchored in the physical world, but it actually helps you deal with your deepest, closest, or most closely held secrets. And your willingness to embrace them, and then your willingness to share them and to begin to witness yourself as other people may witness you outside of judgment. So it's asking you to innovate now how you see yourself, how you see your life, how you see your goals and things that you want in life, your dreams, right? Be willing to modulate those so they suit the outer world. One of the most important things to remember about manifesting things that you want in life is that you have to know that just as profoundly as you are going towards a goal, the world outside you is preparing to receive it from you as you can bring it. So you're never meant to do it like other people. You're never meant to, well, but someday when I ... It's just whenever you are ready and you put it out there, that means the world is going to be ready to receive it, just as you made it. And so this is asking you to what innovations do you need to make? What are you doing that you are doing just for a favored opinion from others? What are you doing not for yourself but for other people? And what changes would you make if you were just doing it for yourself?
That's crazy because the shark card from my deck, which is the devil card of the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, came, and it's horizontal. And I read cards in this way. I read them inverted and upright. I always think, well, we're kind of like on a fence right here, right? So it's so interesting that you should talk about receiving and, getting to know you and other, I just this morning had to do this. there are very few things in this world that I am terrified of, but sharks are one of them. I'm not like hammerheads or that kind of thing, but if I see a picture of a great white, I said I have nightmares for a week. It's horrible. And up in my feed popped this really fast. I just put my hand, I had to put my hand over the picture, but I read the article, and there's this little gal that's been working with sharks for like 25 years. She's made it her life's work and her mission. And of course, she says that they're wildly misunderstood creatures, and I'm willing to believe that, not be in the water with them and not see pictures of them, but I'm certainly willing to suspend my disbelief and read all about it, which I did. And she made some really compelling points. I thought, and not not being a science a science professional of any kind, but it's just really fascinating that this card would come along with your crystal, because now you're talking about untying yourself from maybe the chains that you perceive that others have holding you based on what they think of you or might think of you, or how to extract yourself from what you may or may not think of you. And I just think that is I just feel like it is time, and you don't really strike me as that kind of person that gives a hoot, two hoots, and HE double hockey sticks about what other people think. But I think we all, at some level, have some of that somewhere. And I feel like that might be what you got, Tracee. What's coming in?
Well, because I think this sometimes it's not. People can be rebellious and like that, not at all care what other people think. But the truth is, we are born into a system that has set up built-in racism, built-in misogyny, built-in expectations, whether or not you're male or female, built-in sexuality rules, built-in gender rules. Like there's a lot of built-ins, built-in relationship with women and money. So these are things that unconsciously, when you talk about shackles, those are the unconscious shackles that we have to address in ourselves first. No matter how rebellious you are, it takes an extraordinary amount of self-awareness to say, ooh, you know what? Women weren't allowed to have their own credit until the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If you have a relationship with money that mirrors that fear or trepidation, it's because, we're not supposed to have it. Right? I mean, that's the unconscious thing that you're up against.
Oh, Kimberly, my toxic family, freedom from their judgment. Well, that makes total sense. So, first of all, thank you to all the new folks. I've seen a whole bunch of y'all say, hey, you're new, and we're hoping that you're digging it so far. This is a super special edition. It's not often that we're fortunate enough to have Tracee join us in all of her crystal power and her unbelievable expertise when it comes to grief and healing grief and all that kind of thing. And look at that. It's mesmerizing. I find myself doing this. It truly is mesmerizing. Kat, you are not that mesmerizing. You got to go. Wham. Why did you want to pull that one and have it be like the energy of the day?
Because it's a trans channeler. It's two crystals in one. It's a transmitter crystal and a channeler crystal. And a transmitter crystal is somebody that a trans channeler has 6 faces. 3 7-sided faces, and then 3 triangle faces that ideally they're all exactly the same size. Like the triangles are the same size and the 7-sided faces are the same size. But these are record keeper. They bring in information. They contain information. You can use them to transmit specific thoughts, ideas. They're really great community crystals, which is why I brought it today, is that we are all addressing the community that we have and the community that we need. And this is one of the crystals that really helps to fortify somebody into getting what they need to be able to do that for themselves. How we change our communities, we change our own heart first. So when we're talking about bias, we all have bias. We all have judgments, and we have to be courageous enough to say, ooh, yeah, I totally judged that person because they are ... whatever that thing is. Maybe something happened to us. And so we think that every other man or every other woman or every other Black person or every other white person is going to do X because that idea has been confirmed for us in the past. So that's something that we have to learn to transmute and transform and begin to trust ourselves uniquely in the situation at hand. That's our theme for today.
It is our theme. Well, it's my theme every day, because when people ask me, they're like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, I help people be free. What does that mean exactly? Well, I've just always found if you feel free, if you stay wild, if you stay as much in your natural state as you were when you were born or in any other life, then you don't really have as many problems as people have. Do you know? Like, I just, I've always had a problem when people feel trapped or they feel not bullied so much, but just held hostage. I'm just not all about that. I'm not, all, and I
Right.
never have been. And all good things can come because then the fear is eradicated. In my
Right.
mind, what do you know? What do I know about this stuff? You know, I'm a woman of a certain age who gets a big kick out of wearing, bear
Bear
oven
claws.
on her live. So, and you could bet if I had a bear claw in front of me, I'd eat one. Don't make no mistake. So, all right. So we're gonna take. Wait, Sheila lost. Wait, what? Sheila Ashford. What lost? What's happening? Sheila Ashford. Wait, y'all. I'm trying to keep watch on the chat and everything. Sheila Ashford. I don't know what happened, but everybody's saying they're sorry. So I'm sending you love, whatever it is. I'm sure you'll fill me in, but dang. Okay, so let's do this very quickly. I promised giveaways, and giveaways I'm giving, and so let's do this, Tracee. Let's
Yes.
just take a few minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and let's give away a copy of the book, and then we'll do some bibliomancy, which is so super super super.
Yes.
Um, Kimberly, she's like, keep that juvenile freak flag flying. If you could see my house, it is nothing but like a 9-year-old lives here because she does. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Okay, so I would Pam Taylor Sturdivant, you are welcome to have a book. If you don't win it, it's for sale. So I've opened up to a page, and I'm gonna. Hey, Ricky Lynn Pittman. I'm going to send you mental images and words and feelings and all kinds of things about the animal that this went to, the page that got pulled. And so if you all want to start guessing, the person that guesses what animal that this is on wins a book. And oh, Sheila, got it. Okay, I'm with you. And hey, Brad. And so the book retails, well, right now it's on a flash sale. It's finna go up, but it's $54.99. And then I'm hoofing the bill to send it to you, which is like nine or $10 because it's a 6-pound book, 9.5 by 11. And so it's a great gimme. It's a great get if you love spirit animals. So okay. Oh, that's right, Tracee Lynn. Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay. Let's see. All right. I won't draw this out. I'll start giving you guys hints at some point. Wait, hold on. Who said Cthulhu? It's not Cthulhu. Protocol, is that you? Okay. Protocol, it's not Cthulhu, but that is, without giving it away, it's freakishly close. And to the best of my knowledge, yeah, okay, no one's ever guessed Cthulhu before. So you've got something stirring in your third eye that's like pointing you towards it's not chinchilla. Yeah, listen, I get not only do I get the misappropriation emails from people, where are you from? To which I always respond, a little place inside my mother, which sets people off immediately because I know what they're really asking. It's none of those things. It's none of the axolotl. Don't I wish, Carolyn? And then I get historical creatures and fantasy creatures absolutely cannot be spirit animals. You're a fraud. Okay, why can't they be? Prove to me that they can't be. I can't prove to you that they are. I just have a theory. I know what the animal spirits have told me, but I'm the person that talks to dead people for a living too. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
There's a reason why all beings exist in our consciousness.
Yes.
Come on, people.
If it's classified as an animal in my mind, it's not a cyclops. Um, if it's classified as an animal, hence spirit animal, okay, no. Ogre or goblin. No, it's not a centaur. Oh, Sheila, I love the imagination one too. Okay. Snuffleupagus. You know why I didn't put Snuffleupagus in there? I didn't want to get sued. Centaur, no, but Snuffleupagus, who doesn't love that? A blue healer, nope. A kraken, a minotaur, no. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Tacos. I ride a unicorn because Pearl. I ride a unicorn because I can. It is heinous. Hey, Cushy. So in my book, my new book, Wisdom of the Wild Ones, there's an animal. It's not a chihuahua. It's not a chihuahua, but tacos. I have an animal has come, and if you guess it, you win a copy of my book. It's not a chihuahua. I didn't say you quiero Taco Bell, so you know it's not a chihuahua. Chupacabra. There you go. I figured you'd get it eventually. You got it. Hold on. Produce-ile, you got it. What'd you do? Open up my book and start thumbing through there? Produce-ile, you win. Yay! Yay! Give Produce-ile a round of applause. Woohoo! Okay. So cheat codes. That's funny. Okay, so I think you know the drill. You're gonna want to email me, Bernadette, at what is my spirit animal.com. Let me know. Yes, congratulations that you won. Remind me it's a book. Give me your address, and I will send you a bookie. Yes, I will. So, okay, excellent work. All right, and so let's get back to the readings. Because Homegirl's going to have to be off of here by like 1:15 or 1:30 today. You guys can't lie. I can't lie. My wagon's dragging. So, yeah, it's been a week. So, all right. So, Tracee, how about, do you just want to flip through the comments and find somebody that you're like, ooh, I feel like they could use a crystal, they could use a something.
Let's see. Well, somebody, Gypsy Anna. I forgot what she said. Gypsy Anna.
Anna or Nana?
ANA, I believe.
Okay.
Gypsy Anna, are you still there?
I don't know a Gypsy Anna. I know Gypsy Nana, but that doesn't.
Maybe it's Gypsy Nana. There were a lot of consonants in there.
Okay. So then you want to say it's either for Gypsy Anna. Well, how about Ann? So it's for Gypsy Anna and Gypsy Nana?
Yeah, I mean, if she's no longer here, then there she is.
There she is.
Anna, that's right. There we go. Thank you. I forgot what she said earlier, but it was something that she went crystal shopping in Salem. Oh, I don't ever get jealous, but I'm a little jealous.
You know what? Sorry, we should do a wild pack retreat in Salem this October.
Yeah, we should. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so Gypsy Nana, do you want me to pull in? Is there a question you have? Okay. Yes, no. Okay, so I pulled interesting. I pulled Portal. I pulled the there we go. The crystal ally is a smoky cathedral quartz, and this quartz is a portal to many other worlds. And this addresses. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, Gypsy Anna, is that you're ultra open right now. You've got a lot of doors and windows open. and more need to open. So you're going to need to close a few. So you might be going through an ultra empathic phase where you're really feeling everybody's stuff and you're really into that, the multiple dimensions of emotion and feelings and working through trauma or helping others work through trauma. But there are a lot of doors and windows open, and it's important for you to start every time you ask a question about anything. It sends a line of energy out into the world that if you do not receive that answer to that question, if you are unwilling to receive it, if you cannot receive it, that you that line remains open for you. So now is the time you need to start completing all the lines that you have out there, questions that you had, curiosities that you had, information that you needed. You know, why did this happen? What was really happening here? What do I need to do here? You need to start answering those questions for you. And if you are putting it out to the universe, be willing to accept and receive the answer you're given so that you can do something with it and clear that space. It's a form of soul retrieval, right? Every time we have those lines of energy, it disperses our ability to be functional / potent and powerful in our body here. And so you really want to start really, you really want to, you want to become cognizant of that and start to doing that for yourself. There you go. That's it.
That's interesting.
Crystal has spoken.
Okay, Wayne Robinson, I don't know who you are. I don't recall seeing your name before, but when I see something like Gang, Gang, My Queen, I don't care for that. I don't know why that strikes me as, I don't care for it, but you got to go. If I'm wrong, I apologize. You can hit me up on Facebook. There you have it. So, okay. So also Ash on mental health. You know, I love you, right? But I got to be fair to everybody. And while I absolutely appreciate every single penny that goes to the animals, that's a 55-cent American dollar donation. And so understand, we cannot give you the same amount of time that we would give the people that are doing the, $10 and $20 donations. I'm sure you'll understand. It's not that I'm not grateful. It's not that the animals are not grateful. It's a matter of fairness. And above all things, Mama Bear is faithful. I am. But I'm also fair too. So I'll flip a card for you today, and there you have it. Okay, so adding on to that, I'm going to do some bibliomancy. Now, if you all don't know what bibliomancy is, if you can pick up any book and you can just set your intention, ask for direction, ask for an answer, and then you just intuitively flip until you get to a page and you're like, okay, that feels right. And then you can go to some of the copy in there. I'm just going to go with the animal for this one. Tracee, I have a question for you. If you were to say, like, for everything you just told Gypsy Nana, what's the takeaway? What's like the key? What's the takeaway for that?
Start being really conscientious / cognizant of the energy you put out there, because a lot of it is staying out there. It's staying connected to where you send it, and it's time to bring it home. You're not able to be as effective as you would like. There's a transition when this sounds like it's coming out of judgment. It's not. There is a time for digging deeply into the multidimensions in the world. And gaining their knowledge, reconciling your past. That's a really important process. I feel like you've been doing that, and now it's time to start really completing those things and bringing yourself back to you, because you have some things to do here and now. So that those healings, those integrations need to start taking place. And the way to do that is to recognize that that's happening. Recognize where you're giving your energy that you're not getting anything back.
See, that is just so interesting to me, because possum or opossum, depending on what part of the world you're in, is what came up for you, Gypsy Nana. And, I'm always led to the fact that possums play dead, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't do it on purpose. They've got a chemical thing that happens in their body, and they just conk out when they get afraid. And so I always see it as like a just a series of mini deaths, right? They conk out, they wake back up, they conk out, they wake back up. But it's always kind of a hint of like, are you on the right track? Are you where you need to be? Because what is instilling fear in you? Which, oh my gosh, as I think about it, holy guacamole. Every reading I've given so far this week has had something to do with a fundamental fear that people didn't even know they were afraid of, but it was the filter of of doing everything through that fear really is mucking them up. And for many of them, it has put them in this stasis where they just can't move forward. They don't know why. And it's not as if they haven't tried to figure it out. They just don't know. So by the time you're talking about the crystal that you've got and then the possum, I think this might be a message for everybody that perhaps over the weekend, that would make a lot of sense. Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. And I don't mean to harp on, right? No, it's next month. Wait, is Mother's Day this Sunday?
It's the 16th. Is that right?
I don't know. Is Mother's Day this Sunday? Oh, somebody was talking about.
I don't think it's this Sunday. I think that it's
May, maybe? May 16th?
It is. It's definitely in May.
Okay.
And I think May 16th.
May 14th. Thank you. Thank y'all. So it's interesting. Well, that's super weird because I probably half my clients this week mentioned Mother's Day, that they're already trepidatious about it. They're already starting to deal with mother issues and abandonment issues and fear and, just all of these things. And I'm just wondering if, yeah, it's Hops. Hops is the one that's snoring. It's not me, I promise. So there's something going on, I think, about that and the whole fear thing. And I think that might be a message really for everybody. Because I always say, you may not get a specific reading. Like, I may not call you by name or Tracee not, but there's going to be something in here that's for you. I promise you, there will. It is always like that. So, Gypsy Nana, I hope that was helpful. Yes, I do. Okay, and let me just see. Okay, so Ash on mental health. I'm going to pull a quick card for you, and let's see what the world has got to tell you just now. Hey, they're from Idaho, Paula Franson. Hey, Christina. Jasmine, I participated in a mother wound healing last night. Yeah, they're all around. They are all around. Oh, Remy, of course. We're always happy to have you. Okay, Ash on mental health. A moose. Oh my God, with the strong vibes, people are ready.
Yes, Tiana.
Sorry, is it Tiana? Girl.
It is.
Yeah. Sorry, let me try to find it. My feed is just running.
You got two of them.
Okay, yep, Tiana Tarot. God, just
she's spamming you. Good times right now. Good God.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
The most interesting thing to witness. I get people all the time giving me endorsements where they say, Dr. So-and-so helped me get my husband back. Or I'm just like, oh no.
Exactly. So interesting, Ash, on mental health. You've got moose. And I'll tell you why I find that so interesting. When I stepped into your energy in the past, you're so gentle and you're just so gentle. It wouldn't occur to me that maybe such a moose kind of creature would come out for you. Not that there's anything wrong or deficient or anything with you being gentle. It's just a dichotomous energy. They'd be one of the last animals I would choose. And I would even choose a bull over a moose, only because of the stature. They're just such humongous animals. If you've never stood anywhere near a moose or an elk, a full-grown male, sweet bejeebus, it will make you feel very small. And so there is something going on. Oh my God, the real spellcaster, Stella, go away. There is something about this moose that is, there's something going on in you that I just feel like the physical has become very important to you, how you present to the world with your physical, and you're wanting to show up more like, you know, that kind of da 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 Gaston, from Beauty and the Beast. You just want to be more Gaston like. Just in turn, does that make any kind of sense? Where are you, Ash? Ash, if you can chuck it in the comments, and I'll hopefully see it. My God, these things are going 90 to nothing, man. It's like Talladega Nights up in here. But yeah, they Donna, they are a very heavy presence for their size. But really, unless you're invading like their territory, their food, their young ones, they really are pretty docile. They're just so darn big. They just can't get out of their own way fast enough. They just really can't. But they're big babies, like most cows and steer are, and that kind of thing. So, um, yeah. But anyway, okay. So Ash, if you happen to plop that in there, there's something going on, and whatever you've got going on, um, whatever you, I don't want to show it. Right. So you may not want to show up in the world. You want to retreat. That's not what I'm talking about. This is totally about the physical, meaning when you do present, you just want to present stronger, bigger and stronger, if that makes sense. And if you're feeling weak, if you're feeling like, then I would say you're going in the wrong direction. But I don't think I don't think that's what you want to do. Meaning, you don't want to appear weak. You want to appear more. The Spanish word for it is fuerte, right? Fuerte. And so that I hope that's helpful. And listen, you will have your own relationship with moose. So just start looking up every single thing that has anything to do with moose, and just let the animal talk to you. Consider it a spirit animal, and once you can really connect with the energy of moose, then you can step outside of moose to be your version of Ash on mental health, and you can work with it as a power animal. But I'm telling you, it's not about taking time to take a retreat away from the world. It's only about the physical. So you may have just decided, oh, I want to put on some muscle, or I want to start lifting weights, or I don't know what it is, but it's very, 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 very physical. So there you go. All right, I hope that's helpful. Okay, so let's see. Somebody, who was that just now? I saw, it was a very kind donation. Very kind. Who is that teapot? I just saw it go by. Is it Joanna? Joanna. I think Joanna. Sorry, guys. Joanne Nicholson. Hey, honey. Okay, what do you need to know? Tracee, you want to take it away?
I'm going to try some bibliomancy as
Ooh,
well. Allies. That's one of my favorite things to do. So
I love it.
It's so interesting. I keep coming up. This book contains grids that you use for your crystal grid layout, and I keep pulling those. But we're going to go to one page. Okay, we're going to go to the left. We're going to go to the Stone of Dumortierite, which is for connecting to higher inspiration, spirit guides, and angels. And in this case, you're addressing the northwest quadrant of yourself, your life. West is always within. North deals with the ancestors. So you are recognizing all those that came before you, so that you could be here in this form today, in exactly the way that you are. I think there might be some conflict I see regarding elders in your life, older people, parents, siblings, whatever, even in your community. And because we respect people as elders, that doesn't mean that we condone their behavior. That doesn't mean that we think it's all okay what they did to get where they are. Both things can be true. We can be respectful and dissent at the same time. We can not like what somebody's saying, but be respectful about the way we address them at the same time. We can learn how to speak our mind without having to bully somebody, right? And so when it comes to that, you're dealing with issues of forgiveness and of trust, learning to trust yourself, practicing a sense of community. Demortierite is a blue stone. It's basically blue quartz. And that really connects us to a more truthful way to express ourselves, our feelings, in a firm, deliberate, but unharming way. So it clearly all of that stuff is coming up for you to forgive those who came before you, honor their presence, honor their place in your life, and in how it forged the beautiful person that you are today, and then keep moving.
That is, wow. I don't even know. To me, that's like crazy, really super powerful right now, especially with everything going on, the time of year it is, everything going on in the world. Just how did you just put it? You said forge. It was the word forge that really caught my attention. What did you say, Tracee? Forge what?
All of the elders, all of the ancestors in our world have forged the people that we are today. Because they have existed in the way they did, they have made us who we are, but we have to forgive them and embrace who we have become because of it, and keep moving. You can't spend your time being attached to what people are doing and how they did it. Again, that doesn't mean that it's right. That means the only way we're going to change it is to change that same behavior in us.
Well,
speaking of Massachusetts, I was thinking about, I was descended from the Puritans. God bless the Puritans, but good Lord, a lot of it.
Well,
come on.
That's really interesting because, Joanne, there are only two animals that replicate. In my deck, the Ark, in the deluxe set, there are 149 cards, and only two animals replicate. There are two different cards that have owls on them, and then two different cards that have snakes on them. In all of the time I've been reading with my own deck, I have never had both snakes come out together. Never. And so the snake in my deck is the Tower card. And then this other, the baby snakes coming out of the cosmic egg, their real eggs, are in the mothers and babies add-on pack of the Ark, right? Which gives it a little bit of extra meaning and just for clarity and, look at all that. But I'm starting to look, doing what I do with symbolism, right? Now I'm starting to look for all the other clues. Okay, we're talking about 3 snakes. So now we're talking about the numerology of 3, which is, you've got 1, which is the creation. You've got 2, which is the marriage of those. And then you've got 3, which is the what comes from the 1 and 2 getting together. And now you're talking about the Holy Trinity, Mother, Maiden, Crone, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, anything that's a Trinity. And
yes.
Then you're talking about the Tower card, which is the total breakdown of all things, and then rising again. Hopefully you do. But then, okay, that's awesome. And now you've got like proof positive of that, because now you've got the bebes being born, coming out of the cosmic egg again. So you're talking about the cycle of things, the cosmic cycle of things, the natural cycle of things. And with everything that you just said about forging, I mean, if there was anything that was, cyclical and sweet Jesus, ancestor related, hello, here we have it, thus proving with the animals that, what's going on there. And when Tracee, when you're talking about, well, they made us who we are today, that's a science thing. I mean, that's why it's called DNA and chromosomes and all that, the sins of the father and all of those things going on there. but that's just a lot. The transformation, Joanne, you must be going through or content. See, I keep hearing the word contemplating. Joanne, are you contemplating like a major major change? Joanne, can you plot that? I'm on the rise. Okay. Yes, I'm on the rise. Okay. I know, Ricky, you and your dang snakes. So I I I gotta tell you, I don't know what you got planning over there, Joanne, but if you if there's money to be bet on you, I want to get in on that bet. Just email me and I'll, I'll send you a check because I'm betting on you. There is something going on that is so people in this business toss the word primordial around a lot, not knowing the dang lick of what it really means. But if you take something from its inception, from its origin source, and then it just keeps getting better and better and better and better, stronger and stronger, that's what's happening to you. That's what's happening to you right now. I just don't even know. I think reinventing yourself doesn't even, yeah, that's crazy. So rock on with your bad self. Thank you so much for the donation to the animals. And I would really encourage you to read every possible thing that you could about any snake kind of energy. And I want to say these are baby corn snakes. I don't know that for sure, but I know for sure this is a blue pit viper. They are some of the meanest animals. God dang, they are mean. Just mean for no dang reason. But I would even look up the colors as regards your chakras. You know, you've got the root chakra, with the red, then you've got your throat chakra with the blue, and then how is that connecting the sacral and the solar plexus? These are the kinds of things that I go into when I'm doing a reading with, Jessica. She's trying to get pregnant. She's seeing twins everywhere. I love it. So all that being said, I hope that that's very helpful. And I'm sorry, I know I sound like I'm out in Neverland, but her energy, I just am being pulled so hard by her energy. I just want to keep going on and on and on, but we've got to go and move on to a couple of other people. So all of that being said, I want to take a minute and give away a deck. Are you okay with that? Tracee, take a minute and give away a deck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's give away a deck. This is the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. I'm going to send you a deluxe set. Again, this is like a $70 deck, and I'm going to send it to you at my own expense, and you will love it. Honestly, you will, you guys. I get messages from people every day that they cannot believe the accuracy of the readings that they get when they're working with the Animal Allies. And also, if you guys will take, if you're new here and you haven't heard about this yet, please take 7 minutes, literally 7 minutes. I'm going to put the link in the chat right there. Please vote for Tracee and I for my book, Wisdom of the Wild Ones. It's in 4 categories. We both, and her Crystal Allies book. You've got other stuff there though, right? You've got
podcast.
Right.
Is Chatcast, and also my audiobook, Conquer Your Karmic Relationships.
Yes. And let me just tell you that Conquer Your Karmic Relationships, it's one of my favorites that you have. I love that book. I just love it. This is the cover of my book. I know we're both like, Wizard of the Wild One, Conquer Your Karmic Relationships. Oh, thank you for voting. Thank you. Yes, the voting ends at midnight on Monday. And then, Tracee, when are the winners going to be announced? Hey, Kimberly.
So 24th at midnight is the last moment to vote.
Okay.
And then about 5 days later,
thank you, Ronnie.
The beginning of May, we announce the finalists, and then the winners will be announced. The placing will be announced at the Cover Visionary Award banquet at INATS in Denver, June 11th.
Okay, wow.
And it's also going to be live on cover.org on Facebook. We're going to do a Facebook Live for everyone who can't physically be there. So it's going to be fun.
Oh, sweet. Okay,
I will be emceeing.
I love it. She's the greatest MC, you guys. She's so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give away a deck, and then we'll go to Kimberly Thoreau. Thank you so much for the donation. If you're new here, again, 50% of anything that comes through my channel is donated to the animal charities that I work with, and so that's really okay. So that's really interesting. This was supposed to be the card that they were going to guess about, but I'm so focused on Kimberly Thoreau. Kim, this card was in here earlier, and I don't know if you guys saw it. It came, then it went bloop, and it came inverted. It came out of the deck inverted. So I'm gonna save that for you for just a second, and then I'm gonna choose a card. And when I say go, then you guys start guessing what critter it is. All right, hold please. Okay, cool. All right. And go. You got to guess the animal that's on this card. And then you can, if you guess correctly, and I'm watching the feed, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm watching the feed intently, then you'll win a deck. I will send you one of my beloved Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle decks, and hopefully you'll be so happy. Okay, Paula Franson. Paula Franson, I declare you a winner because you guessed fly, but it is indeed the firefly, and that's close enough for today. So, Paula Franson, congratulations. That's a record. Dang. Paula Franson. And so, congratulations. You have won a deluxe copy of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. Please email me. Let me know that you won and that what your mailing address is. And wow, holy guacamole. All right, so email me to Bernadette at what is my spirit animal? I have a question. Is somebody out there eating macaroni and cheese right now, or some other kind of pasta? Is somebody?
You can smell it.
My mouth just filled up with macaroni and cheese. No, yeah. Is somebody out there eating macaroni and cheese, or just had it, or is planning on having it for dinner or something? I know that sounds random.
Hey,
go ahead.
Bernadette?
Yes.
I'm going to give away one of my Your Crystal Allies book.
Yay!
I just thought of a fun trivia question. So the first person to get this answer right, what is it called? What is the sparkle in aventurine called? What do we call the sparkle in aventurine? And I don't have a piece right here with me, but I can. Here, I'm going to pull out the card. Hold on. It's going to take me a second to go through all of my 44 sacred altar cards.
Tracee, is it called mica?
That's not the word I'm looking for. It's mica that creates it, but that's not what it's called.
Okay.
But they are halfway there.
Fire, Alberto, Effervesce, Flash, Ricky. What is it?
Oh, they're so close. So close.
Inclusions, Aventurescence, Prism.
That's it. Aventurescence.
All right, there you go. So Jasmine Brown. Congratulations, Jasmine. That's awesome.
Aventurescence. It's in green. In green aventurine, it actually is fuchsite that creates the aventurescence.
I love it.
Which is a specific mineral that creates that green and the shiny at the same time. Okay,
so winner, crystal dinner.
Email me at info@TraceeDunblazier.com. That's TRACEE at go Tracee, or info, INFO at Tracee, TRACEE DUNBLAZIER.com.
Yeah.
And put your name and free book in the subject line for me, Miss Brown. Thank you.
Did you see all the people that are eating some version of mac and cheese right now? Y'all are some mac and cheese eating dang people. Well,
hilarious.
It is very hilarious. So what I want to do is I want us to go ahead and read because I'm going to have to go here in about 15 minutes. But sweet Kimber, Kimberly Thoreau. Go ahead.
Produce Aisle wants to know where you can get my books. You can get everything at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, TraceeDunblazier.com. You can get these anywhere books are sold. Go to your local metaphysical bookstore. I love it when they order my books. And you make sure you get your shelves stocked in your local independent store because I really like to support them. So there you go. But you're welcome to reach out to me as well.
Sweet. All right. There we have it. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So let's get to, do you want to pull first? Why don't you pull first?
Oh, is there a baby somewhere?
No, it's my 20-year-old cat, Wheezy, who is...
Oh my God, she sounds like a baby. I'm going to do, this is the funnest book, Conquer Your Karmic Relationships, Heal Spiritual Trauma to Open Your Heart, and Restore Your Soul. So, but I can't remember my own title. To do bibliomancy with. So I'm going to start there. Okay. So I open up to each part of the book has a statement, and that's interesting that we started there. This says, karma is the great equalizer, teaching us to embrace our power by including others. So that in the Slayer's weapons are discipline, control, surrender, love, rigidity, flexibility, eternity, transcendence, innovation, freedom, and cooperation. So what that is asking you to do is to really take stock of the situation that you're in and how can it most benefit from you? Are you needing to be more open to the situation, open to cooperation and negotiation, or do you need to start being a little more rigid and less flexible in your boundaries? What is the situation calling on you to offer? And recognize that you have been prepared for this moment. That's Charlotte. She too has been prepared for this moment. But you everything that you have done up until this moment in time has prepared you to be here and to be present to what is needed and to step into it. So you are ready, you are secure, you are confident, you are prepared. Now you have to step out in it. And that's what we call faith. So now you have to do it, whatever it is. Be present and know in the moment that you will act perfectly. Thank you. Charlotte is beautiful.
Just mathematically speaking, out of 149 cards, to have the same animal come out more than once in an hour and a half period, I'm not that good. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. I haven't done the math on that, so and I'm not capable of it. But just hypothesizing, that's just very odd. And then to also have it come inverted, whereas earlier it came up right. But when you talk about the inverted hermit, right. Wow, you're talking about some serious introspection in such a manner that, sometimes we can go so far inward that people get scared we're not going to come back. And so right. I would say take this time to do, that sounds so pop psychology, go inward, take the time to go inward. Yeah. But it really has been a time lately of people, if you're going to get what you want in life, and man, more people than ever are looking around their lives and going, hey, this may be what I signed up for, but it's not what I want. How do I get myself off the list? It's taking some for people to decide, are they willing to go through what it takes to get to where they think they want to be? Right. And I feel like by working with Snow Leopard and also working with Hermit, but I often say, well, if something's come inverted for you, it's not always a negative thing, but this could be some pretty heavy duty stuff. And so then, how would you turn this situation around, turn this card around? Well, this is, hear me out on this because this is going to sound super kooky. What happens when a cat goes on its back? Well, it might be laying in the ray of sunshine and it might be warming up its belly and happy as it can be, in which case that's awesome. That's a great inversion. It might be going up to, you want to play with it or whatever, but what ultimately happens when you get a hold of a cat's belly, there might be purr and then there's chomp. I call the purr chomp. They're going to get you. They're going to curl up around your hand and they're going to chomp you. And, it might be playful, but it's going to hurt. So I would say get yourself into a position where if you do decide you want to turn like a cat and flip on your back, make sure that you're in a ray of sunshine and you feel warm and you feel safe and you just feel cozy. And if you want to play, by all means play. And if you just don't want to be bothered, draw your line in the sand. Chomp on whatever. And I know that sounds bizarre and like, what the heck is she talking about? But if you'll give any kind of consideration to where it is you really want to be and what it is you truly want, and then you're willing to expose your underbelly, that's that really vulnerable side, oh, I think you're going to be very, very surprised and even to the point that, let's say that you are moving ahead with what seems logical, what seems rational and logical, because it is, but God almighty, it's just not what you want. Because rational, and you know what I'm saying, Tracee? It might seem like the logical choice because you're right, it is, you're not wrong, but it's not the logical choice. It's going to make you so miserable that you'll hit a stride where you'll get so comfortable with that, the outcome of that decision, even if you hate it, you won't want to go through the machinations, the effort that it's going to take to extract yourself from that path that seems to be getting more solid, more stable, more easily traversed. You're not going to want to go away from that path to go where you really want to go, because that's going to take effort. And that's where it can become dangerous, because you may get 10 years down the road and not be any remotely closer to what it was you think you wanted to be to begin with. So I hope that was helpful. Right. And I feel like that's I gotta go. So all right, you guys. So thank you so much for showing up for us today. Thank you for your votes. Thank you for just being, I don't know, the Wild Pack. You guys are just, you're so awesome. Tracee, yeah?
Yeah, can I mention my Kickstarter? I forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. Yes.
Yes, if you guys will go to Kickstarter, Your Crystal Allies, I have this is a mock-up of my new deck that's, we're going to fund it in 1 hour, May 1st from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I want to see you there. I'm so excited about this deck. These are 5x7, incredibly strong altar cards, but they also function as an oracle set. And I love them so much. They really have such a powerful vibe each crystal offers, and the stories that it offers, that I want you to participate. So please go to Kickstarter and set yourself a reminder for May 1st between 12 and 1. And of course, it'll go to May 31st. But as many folks as I can get to participate in that first hour.
Yeah, and we'll keep reminding you of that. And I know I've asked a lot of you all today, but I'm hoping to draw upon the goodwill of all the year of free readings that I do and that kind of thing. Because all I'm really asking is for y'all to go vote for us. These are for people that are self-publishers and have products out and are really, we're doing our thing like Tracee and I are doing. These votes are so important, and winning is so important. And 2 years ago, the ARC Animal Oracle deck, it swept everything in the Tarot Awards, and it was Product of the Year. Nobody had ever heard of me. It came out of left field. People were like, who's that lady? And it was because of you guys. It was because of the following of the Wild Ones, the Wild Pack. Yeah. You guys that show up to these kooky YouTubes and different things that I do. And I'm hoping that will happen again. And also, just to let you know, if I can haul it out of bed tomorrow, there's going to be a mama bear on the move. As I have said, I believe that I am of the opinion that mythological characters animals or animals we just haven't met in person yet. Well, I haven't met, like, say a Bigfoot, can be a spirit animal. And lo and behold, at the Ocala Equestrian Center, this big, it's like Disney World for people with horses, the national National Bigfoot Convention is there, which is 45 minutes from my house.
How
I
awesome.
cannot miss the opportunity to go hobnob with people who have met Bigfoot. It would be unconscionable. And like I said, unless I am just feeling like total shiitake mushrooms tomorrow, I am hauling it up and out, and I'm going to go talk to Bigfooters all across the world. People have flown in from other countries. There's like 1,800 people at this thing. It's crazy. Somebody asked for the link to vote. There it is. Thank you so much. Teapot, happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday. If you are in the Central Florida area and you love all things Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, I will be there. I don't know what time, but I'll be there for a couple of hours. My cell phone is all over the internet. So if you guys want to text me and you're there and you want to take a picture, a selfie or something together, come on. It'll be fun. I'm 415-871-5322. Don't text me with any kind of nonsense, and don't text me at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And don't text me at 7 o'clock in the morning. That is, but anyway, but yeah, if you're there tomorrow, and Teresa, I hope you liked it. I hope you like it. And so you'll find me shopping for fun Bigfoot t-shirts, like the one that says, I think it reads hide and seek world champion 2000. They're hilarious, y'all. So anyway, so many thanks to Teapot. Many thanks to Tracee. We might maybe get on Monday or something. We'll do one more of these things and then see what's happening. But you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much. What do we always say? Say it with me. Do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild. Take care, everybody.